up? This your boy, Leveled Head, back with another live and Leveled Gamers podcast. Just us two on tonight. Me and my boy Keith to the Norris. I tell you what's going on with our boy K-Bum here in a second. But how you been, Keith?
Man, I have been busy, been working so much, and with this weather that we've been having going on, man, just being stuck in the house with two super energetic little boys, man.
Right.
Craziness. Did y'all get some weather y'all way?
Yes, we did, but it was not. I was glad when they said unto me, "Let the snow not come." No, let me stop. Anyway, we got like barely an inch, and normally that's not the case. So I'm hearing about all these 5 inches, and I think y'all got like 7, right?
I think over here we got like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I know Memphis got like 5. I know Nashville got like 5. So I don't know how I missed us, but we got like enough that we could take blowers and blow it off. So it was really a blessing, because I had to get out in that stuff and clean up the college. So yeah, I'm happy we didn't get a lot. What's up, Nia? Welcome to the show. Did you see that Xbox Direct? Did you like the X? Slap your get that mess up out of here, Microsoft. Stupid. Oh, but anyway, welcome to the show.
Weird to see. I know we're gonna get into it though. He's making some interesting decisions over there.
Bro, I don't know what them brothers thinking over there, but yeah. Welcome to the show. We 2-man crew on tonight. So my boy K-Bum had to get emergency surgery for his, we said gallbladder, right?
Yeah.
So keep him lifted in your prayers. Maybe he didn't want us to tell that, but it's too late. So lift him up in prayer. He was going to be here, but the doctor decided to do surgery and do it immediately. So I'm looking forward to hearing back from him to, see that he made it through surgery well, and everything went good. So I will give y'all the updates if I get it on tonight. But that's why he's not able to be here on tonight. So we're gonna miss him for another for another week, and probably as he's healing. I don't know how long the process of a gallbladder. I'm pretty sure they had to cut him open, so it's gonna be a little process of healing. But hopefully he can jump on here and then tell you his experience. But that's why you're not going to see him tonight. So please keep him lifted in prayer, him and his wife and family. It may not be nothing, I don't think it's major, but, surgery always has its, chances of things. So we just praying for God's hand to be with the doctors and the nurses and all those that are administering help. So keep him lifted up in prayer. But what's up, Mr. Norris, man? How you been?
Man, just working, trying to stay above water, man. But again, I just want to echo that, man. Definitely singing prayers to K-Bum, man. When he said that earlier, I was like, man, I didn't even I was trying to put myself in his shoes, and I can just only imagine how he's feeling. So yeah. I just want to echo that.
Yeah, man, and let's get his voice in here.
But we got Smash Bros, though.
Hey, that's always on time. We got Smash Bros. But yeah, we sending up prayers for him on tonight. And like I said, if I get any updates on tonight, I'll let y'all know. Definitely let y'all know on the X Sphere, Twitter. But there's a lot that has taken place. We had Ubisoft talking about get used to not owning your games. We got to talk about that.
I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I got it pulled up over here. We also got to talk about all the rumors and people saying that the Switch 2 will be PlayStation 4 power level. I want to discuss, is that actually bad? We need to talk about that. Of course, we got to talk about this Xbox Direct. We got to see Hellblade 2. Got to see a little bit of what is that?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Why is my brain? I'm looking dead at him. Indiana Jones and a few other titles that they showed. I guess the Avowed, which, man. Anyway, so we got to talk about that. Is there anything that I'm missing? We got to talk about the demo. We got to talk about that.
Yeah. Have you played it?
Yeah, I played it last night.
Man.
I wanted to play it so bad that I even pulled it and played it handheld. I undocked it. I don't. I mean, my
Yes,
sister's
sir.
like, I've never been touched like this in a long time. What's going on? But
Yes,
anyway,
sir.
so yeah, I played it and got a chance to check it out. So we definitely got to talk about. That Prince of Persia. What's the title? Full title? Prince of Persia. What?
The Lost Crown.
The Lost Crown. We got to talk about that. And is there anything else? I don't know. I didn't.
I think that's a good solid little roundup. I
Okay.
think that's everything that we kind of talked about, especially that PS4 power level switch too. So
Yeah. I want to. Yeah, I think we need to really understand that that's not a bad thing when you think about it. But anyway, thank you, Nia, for sending up them prayers, man, for our boy. Yeah, man, I was looking forward to hearing K-Bum. We didn't have him on last time. K-Bum always bring that interesting perspective, and I was just looking forward to hearing him. But we praying for him and lifting him up. Anything, man? I just found out there's a new series on Disney with what's the name of that series? Echo. I didn't even know that was out.
yeah, I hadn't even started watching it yet.
Me either. When did it drop?
I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's like 5 episodes already. So I'm like, I can binge. So anyway, I got to go check that out. My daughter trying to get me to take her to see Trolls 3. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. But we made.
When did Trolls 2 come out?
Trolls 2 came out. Dang, about 4 years ago.
Listen. They blending together to me.
Yeah.
But speaking of movies, question: Are you going to see? Is it the Book of Clarence or Clarence?
No,
what is that
I'm
movie?
not going to see that mess. By Jay-Z? No, I'm not.
You're not going to see it?
No, I'm not. I'm not supporting that. I used to be the hugest Jay-Z fan, but Jay-Z has really touched a nerve of mine, man. Like, look, if you don't believe in something, just don't believe. Why do you gotta make mockery of something because you don't believe? Okay, that's fine. But no, I'm not going to see that because it's just mockery. I don't even want to see it. I seen the highlights and the previews. No, I don't want to see it. Go ahead though.
I do like the visuals. I love seeing all the black folks. I was like,
that's the catch. That's
I know.
what's gonna pull you in. But nope. If I do watch it, I'm not going to give the theater none of my money. I'll wait till it show up on Netflix or something and stream it. But no, I watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not going to the theater to see it. So, no, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. But what else? Nia said Echo is fire. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. It looked like it's gonna be good. But anyway, like I said, continue to lift those prayers up for our boy K-Bum. Just say a good thing for him to the Lord, and we're gonna go into what you've been gaming on. You ready, bro?
yes, sir. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for what have you been gaming on? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey.
What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on.
All right, what have you been gaming on, Mr. Norris?
Yes, sir. Well, y'all already know I was gaming on the Resident Evil 4. I went ahead and finished that. It is complete. It is in the books.
Man,
I have to say, and like we said last week, I didn't really want to play this game. Well, boy, am I glad that I played it. Very, very, very good game. I encourage anybody who's ever played the original, or if you haven't played the original, it's definitely worth your time and money. I am starting Separate Ways. I don't remember playing Separate Ways. I don't know if that was on the Wii version. I know I never played the PS2 version, so I know I didn't play it from there. So if Separate Ways was on the Wii version, then I probably played it. I don't remember it. This first stage that I played, I have no idea what's going on. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to feel like a brand new game for me. So playing on separate ways now. I was playing on a little game called Cocoon on Game Pass. It's actually, if you like the puzzles in Zelda, you're gonna love Cocoon because the whole game is just a puzzle. And then when you figure out the game mechanics, it's actually pretty dope, and you just start to unravel the game. And it's not a very long game; it's probably about 4 hours. So if you got Game Pass, I say download Cocoon if you like puzzle type games. There's no story really. It just puts you off to the game, and you can just go out there and do what you. I don't know. I really don't even know what I was doing. I just knew how to play the game, and like what I'm saying, like the story. I don't know what was the purpose. But the game mechanics are fire, and I would love to see a Cocoon 2 and just continue on with that series. I thoroughly enjoyed what I played. Don't know what it was about though, but it was like a moth, and he had this little orb, and then he had several orbs, and he was putting them together and separate them, and then you can go in the orbs and take other orbs in those orbs, come out. It was crazy. It was crazy. And this other game that I'm playing, I played it last year when it came out, Jasant. I went ahead and picked it back up and started playing it from Game Pass. The climbing simulator type game. It's actually pretty fun. What I've noticed about a lot about these Xbox games is I could play these games, Cocoon, Jasant, and I could turn the volume down and I can listen to a podcast or something else. I could just do something completely different than what I'm doing, and it's actually a pretty fulfilling experience. Nice graphics. Pretty much, it's really easy to run if you got a PC. And I just downloaded Those Who Remain, so on the Xbox. So I'm gonna try that out.
Oh man!
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit. After I beat Resident Evil, the world opened up.
That snow shoved you in house.
And the snow too. And the other game I played was the demo to the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Now, I had a little reservations because after I saw more and more of the game, and I'm seeing reviews come out, I'm like, oh my god, it's looking like Ubisoft. It's looking like Ubisoft's graphics and stuff is crept in there. So I'm playing it on the Switch. The one thing I'll say about the Switch, it's tiny. It's very small. And I know they do that so you can see the whole world, so on and so forth. If you like Metroid games, 2D style Metroid games, or just that Metroidvania style game, you're going to enjoy this. If for those who played and beat Metroid Dread, I said for those who played and beat Metroid Dread.
I'm not even biting.
It's good, but I wanted to see the difference on the demo from the Switch to playing it on the PC. My son came into the room and he was like, "Dad, you got it on there too?" I was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to see the difference of the graphics." He was like, "It looks the same," and I have to say, it is sharper on the PC, obviously, but for the most part, it looks identical. And I'm kind of going back and forth because I haven't bought the game yet. And I'm kind of going back and forth between whether or not I want to play it on the PC or do I want to play it on the Switch. I played it in the bed with the Switch. That experience is still unmatched. So I'm kind of torn, but we'll see. But the game will be played.
Okay.
No matter where I'm at, it will be played.
I'm watching the demo. I'm playing the demo now. Basically. So, if you feel like you've been spoiled, I apologize. This is out. This is the demo, so you can go play it right now and try it out. So, the shade. You're right, Nia. Keith always trying to hit me with the shade when it comes to Metroid Dread. I feel accomplished though. I made it to the final boss, and then I didn't beat her. No, I haven't beat him, and I plan to at some point when I get my fingers back to the twitching. I plan to go back and conquer the beast, but at this point in time, no, I'm talking about Dread. I plan on going back and conquer it. Was that all you had gamed on?
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Okay.
I believe that's it.
Now let me ask you this: what did you mean by it's small when you said with Prince of Persia?
It just seemed tiny on my
In
TV.
handheld or on TV?
On the TV.
Okay.
And I'm also sitting. I moved my couch, so I'm kind of sitting further away from the TV as well. So
It is really drawn out. So I agree. Yeah, it is a little small and it's a little hard to see everything. But so I'll let y'all know what I've been gaming on. First of all, of course, like Keith said, he was my inspiration to get this game because I wasn't going to get it. And that was Resident Evil 4 remake. And I'm glad that I did. I'm on the 12th stage. I'm not far from finishing it. Man, this lift that you got to get on to get up to the top, and you got all these priests making all the noise that cause the heads to bro. I'm like, man, this is bull. Now, I killed the one priest the first time because I saw a trick. You could start the priest with like a flash grenade and keep them from doing their stuff. But the what's that the creature down below made me use all my doggone bullets and stuff up. So all I got is hand is my Glock. That's it. That hand. That's all. I don't have no shotgun shells. I barely got shotgun shells. I'm able to make about 6 or 8, depending on how the computer when I get that. And I have nothing else, man. No health, and so it's really hard getting through this spot. It's really hard climbing up to the top. So I killed the first priest, but the second priest, when you get all the way up there and you battling all the dudes trying to jump on the platform, trying to kill you, it's a tight spot. You don't have that many weapons. And then he get to singing and doing that little chime and them little chants, and you get to stopping and holding your head. They get to holding their head, and their head explodes open, and then there you go dealing with the whatever them things are. And bro, it's just been.
Have you
a
maxed
test.
out any of your weapons?
I haven't maxed completely out. I'm like on few of my weapons. I'm at the last. I got one more level to max, and it'll be maxed out. And like on my shotgun is right. I got one more to go on my my pistol or my Glock. I had so many weapons, bro. I had so many weapons, Keith. I didn't even have space to put healing herbs. That's how many weapons I had to sell some of my weapons, man. I had like 3 handheld shotguns. I mean, just Glocks and I had the two sawed off shotguns. I had the rifle. I got the I got some guns, bro. So anyway, the game is good. It's just a good game. I can't speak. It really is a testament of how good Resident Evil 4 was. It's still good, and the changes that they made are noticeable, and they're good. Like this is a lot of what I'm playing was not in the original. Like this 12th stage, this stuff going up, that was not in the original. And it's hard, it's challenging, and it just really gives the game just a new enough feel that you like, yeah, I'm here for all this. So I played that. Then Keith brought up to my attention that the demo was out for Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. And so I went and downloaded it on the Switch. With my mom up in my living room, I wasn't able to play it on the TV, so I undocked the Switch and went into the bedroom and played for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to say this, man. It's definitely good. I enjoy it. It's a dope game. I can't play on the Switch in handheld and undock. I can't play it like that. I need the Pro Controller. It just wasn't. It didn't feel good playing it in handheld mode with the Joy-Cons. So I want to go back and try. Yeah.
Let me insert. I didn't play with the Joy-Cons. I had my Pro Controller. I set the Switch up on a little docking station thing and had it like almost in my lap. I couldn't play with I don't want to play with the Joy-Cons. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I don't. The Joy-Cons ain't gonna do it with this game. Visually, it's not bad. I will say this: there was a lot of slowdown. A lot of for me, it was like it was slowing down a couple of times, man. Like really bad. Like wow, it was glitching. I don't know if it's just I don't know. It was glitching, and the frame rate was dropping real bad. It was like at one spot I just literally just went into slow motion, and it was stuttering and everything, and then it didn't do it the whole time, but it did it enough where I was like, man, it was taking me out the game. That's how bad it was. So if I was to get this game, I don't know if I get it on the Switch. I'm gonna download it on the PlayStation 5 to see how it plays over there. I do like the idea of getting it on the Switch because I could take it with me on the go. If I'm going up to the in-laws or anything like that, I can pack it up and still play it. Because like me and K-Bum said, packing up the PlayStation just pretty much is only reason I take it is because if I got a game on it I want to play, I end up taking it. But if it's not much better on the PlayStation 5, then I may get it on the Switch and just play on docked, and hopefully I don't have them jitters. But yeah, man, it was good. What else have I played? I think I played something. I can't remember what else I played, but definitely those two titles. And like I said, I don't plan on getting Prince of Persia day and date. I think I'm going to wait down the road once I beat Resident Evil 4, and then I'm planning on starting Jedi Survivor, and then after that I may go and pick up Prince of Persia at that time. So I may not get this game to probably March, February, late February, early March. I might get it. At the Planet, I don't have no real urgency to get it. It is a dope game, though. I would say that. But it didn't make me feel like, oh, I got to get this now. At the Planet, I was like, yeah, I can get this down the road. So that's my plan with it. I'll get it in a couple of months. Hopefully by that time, Ubisoft dropped the price. So it maybe be $20-something at that time. So
I'm kind of in agreement with you, man. I'm trying to in agreement.
Yeah, it's fun, y'all. I'm not knocking it. It is a good game. It's fun. I like the parry system. I like the what's that? Is it the slide? What they call that? The dodge.
Yeah. The slide, dodge, all this.
Yeah,
stuff.
the parry is dope. The parry system is dope. It's very satisfying when you pull it off. I was missing it the first time because the enemies kind of got a delay in their attack. And so it's not, so you got to wait till they, swing, and right before they make contact, you hit that parry. And it's satisfying. But I don't feel like I have to get this right now. I don't even think it looks better than Metroid Dread, to be honest with you.
Not at all.
But it ain't bad looking. And I can definitely tell it's gonna be a fun game, but it's not something I have to play right now. I don't have no urgency to play it. But definitely a dope game. I'll get it down the road. Just give me a couple months. I'll have it. Stack up some money. What's up, Chariot Man? Welcome to the show. Have you played the demo yet? Let us know, Chariot Man. But anyway, so that's what I've gamed on this week. Just been a little busy, like Nia saying. Wasn't able to get it in like I want to. When Keith said he had finished Resident Evil, I went ham that day. I sure did. I got on past Mr. What was his name? Dougalinus, whatever it is. That brother, man. That has your spine just tingling. That's a scary stage. I don't care what nobody say. Hearing them legs, hearing his footsteps charging, you don't know which way he's coming from, and then he shows up. And, oh my God! I was so happy to get on that elevator. I could have killed him. I figured out. Oh yeah, you got to freeze him. But
you got to freeze him.
Keith, I was so happy that elevator So I hit that freeze, kicked him down, ran straight to that the elevator. And man was freaking out so bad. I was missing where I was running around the circle trying to find the button to shut the elevator, and I heard him coming. He had broke out. I hit it right before he got there. I was like, dang. I couldn't take no more. He had my nerves. He had my nerves up. That was. Go ahead. My bad.
I was playing majority. No, not majority. From the rip, I was playing mouse and keyboard the entire way. So when you have to dodge or evade, is what they say.
Yeah.
You have to press E. I kept pressing something else. I don't know what I was pressing, but they kept tagging me. But then eventually it started coming to me like, all right, I got it. So I'm playing a little bit more frantic because, mouse and keyboard, it's natural, but it ain't how I grew up playing video games,
I didn't know you didn't never tell me you was playing it in that way. I thought you was playing with traditional controller.
So certain games.
How did it feel playing mouse and keyboard with Resident Evil 4?
Oh, it felt great. I mean, because it's a shooting gallery. So the mouse, I got pointer control.
Oh, you
all
cheat.
I gotta do is just...
No, man, I don't want to hear no more. You cheat. That's why you finished. Man, get out of here. You ain't got to use that cheap analog
I got pointer control.
Oh, man.
Listen, I was playing...
Now the truth is revealed, y'all. The details come out on the show. Dude, he didn't tell me that in the chat room.
Mouse and keyboard is the way to go. Like I gotta learn how to play Uncharted whenever I get back on that. Oh my God, analog sticks are so slow. Or I'm trash, one of the two.
No, they slow, man. Yeah. When you trying to aim and you got that thing coming at you, and my God, bro, get out my way. I couldn't even stand there and shoot. I just gotta run. Forget this. Where that freeze at?
Man, I couldn't never time it right.
Bro,
I could never.
He had me running so much in that basement, man, freaking out. My mom looking at me like, boy, what's wrong with you? I can't handle it. My nerves. I literally had to turn the game off and walk out the room just to let it out. I was shaking like, oh my God, I ain't been this shook by a game in a minute. It shook me, boy. I was like, boy, if I was in this basement, I'd be crying to the dear Lord, save your son, save me, Lord. But anyway, but yeah. So I finally got up there, beat stage 10, 11, got to 12, and this thing, it's just a chore, bro. It's just a chore. But anyway, I won't beat it this week because I just got too much on my plate. I plan on jumping back on it on Sunday if it depends on what my family is doing with the situation. Mm-hmm. If I have some free time, I may jump on it Sunday. If not, I just had to get on the next week at some point. But I'm right there. I only got like you said, it's only 15 stages, so I'm literally right there. So once I get my weapons up and my ammunition up, I breeze through it. It's just I don't have enough. That's 10 takes all your bullets. I don't care. You gonna eat up your inventory fooling with that thing. So with that being said, got a lot to talk about on tonight. We already talked about Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, so I don't feel like we need to go back into that. So Xbox had their direct on today. I literally watched it, honestly, about 20 minutes before I got on here. I forgot about it. That's how busy it's been for your boy. Keith, I forgot about it. And I was like, oh man, we got to get on here to talk. So what am I going to talk about? So I went up and I found it and I went on and watched it. And the first game that they showed was Invalid. And
Avowed.
I said Invalid. Let me slap myself.
Slap yourself!
Told you I'm tired. But Avowed. And I'm like, no. I don't know how you felt. These games like this don't. First of all, games like this just does not. And I'm not knocking the game. Let me not say that. That Skyrim, it got that Skyrim, Fallout. What's another one?
There's all them Bethesda type games.
Yeah, it don't appeal to me as a gamer, so I'm not trying to necessarily say that it was bad or anything. Those visuals, no matter the game, never looks good to me. Even the game that everybody was talking about, Baldur's Gate, those games just don't appeal to me. So I don't feel like it's fair for me to say whether this game was good or not. I would say it just didn't do nothing for me. So I'm gonna pass the buck on this one. I'm gonna be honest with you, Keith. I'm gonna pass it to you because I'm pretty sure you have played games in this genre more so than I have, and kind of get your sentiments and kind of follow your lead here because I feel like I'm not going to be fair. This just does not. It's an absolute, unequivocal, just unadulterated no. No, can't do it. Don't want to do it. And so I'm gonna pass the baton to you, man, and get your thoughts. What's your sentiments on Avowed?
Well, to the live and level gamers, listeners, we just gonna be the blind leading the blind tonight because it's a no. It's a no. Now visually, I'm looking at some stills. Visually, it's popping. It's beautiful.
Is it?
Textures 4K textures. Like it's beautiful.
Maybe I just.
But I cannot. I will not. You know what? It is going to be on Game Pass. I pretty much play any. If it come to Game Pass, I pretty much play it. But I already know I'm going to put this game down like within the hour. I'm not even going to really give it the true time of day unless it captures my attention. It's a no. I don't like games that look like this. I don't like all that magic and I can do spells in this hand and spells in that hand. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm not that invested. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Another thing that I was kind of shocked with was all these African American voices. Like
trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
There's a lot of black folks voicing these characters, but nope, that ain't gonna win me over.
No, you tried it. They tried it.
I don't know. I just don't know what it is about these type of games. Is this Bethesda?
Obsidian.
I think
they are some.
Aren't they
defunct Bethesda? No, I think they're some defunct Bethesda developers.
Okay, so they have history with Bethesda.
Yeah.
No,
this is their wheelhouse.
No, I can't do it. I just can't. And I don't want to get on here and throw shade, but no, not for me. And I guess not for you. So let me know in the comment section, how are y'all feeling? What's up, DJ Fanatic? Welcome to the show. I need y'all to tell me, how did y'all feel about Avowed? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Nia, let me know. Chariot Man, let me know. Whoever else is listening that hasn't chimed in the chat room, let me know. Are we tripping? Is Keith tripping? Am I tripping? Why does this game not appeal? It may appeal to you. So if it does, just let me know why it appeals to you, because it does nothing for me at all.
Oh, it's definitely gonna appeal. This game is gonna be easy, high 80s, low 90s, because this type of game has a huge cult type of following with this style of gameplay. It's just it's a no for me. Like, I didn't play. Did you ever play Skyrim and all that other stuff?
No, so that's my thing. I've never. The closest I get to stuff like this is Zelda, and the moment you pull it into a first person's perspective, you gonna lose me in most cases. The only first person game that I've actually been able to stick it all the way through has been Metroid Prime, and that was barely, but it was good enough to where I got over it. I don't like first person's view. I don't like that perspective. So you already can see where I'm going because we got to go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
games like this, it's like it doesn't look bad. I mean, some of the character models look kind of. It's not the look, it's the movements, like how they move and the hands going up and the. I'm like, bro, this looks janky, like to me. But this is not my genre, so I don't think it's fair for me to critique it, because it's not a genre that I tend to. Just like K-Bum doesn't do platformers. So it wouldn't be right, like he says, not for me to critique it because I'm not a platformer guy. This is not for me. And I know that. The other game that I was able to play in first person was Red Steel. And I couldn't finish it because of that first person. So I don't know. Let me read some of the comments. Nia said it's a typical PC type game. Absolutely. Cherry Man said I didn't see the development yet. Fanatic said, "Wow, I didn't watch it either. I guess I'll watch it." You didn't watch it? Fanatic, you didn't watch it, man. First name didn't watch
Hey
it.
man, DJ, I'm gonna tell you right now. Watch that. I don't know what time you go to bed, but like it only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Watch it 1 hour before you go to bed. Boy, I tell you, I swear
You're going to be sleeping good.
sleep.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some good
I
sleep.
knew where you was going. I knew where you was going. Nia said it plays. I play MMOs that look kind of like this. Okay. So the question is I got for all of y'all. Are y'all interested? Okay, Nia. Are you, because everybody else hasn't watched it yet. We all forgot about it. That's sad. Microsoft, I apologize. You just out of sight, out of mind for most. So, Nia, would you play this game based on what you've seen? Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna keep moving. So, of course, they also showed us Hellblade 2, and even gave us a date of May, like May 6th, 21st. Yeah, okay. So I was watching this on my phone, so I wasn't able really to see it. But I was looking at the comments and people were saying it looks really, really good as far as visuals and everything like that. So we watching it now, so y'all can kind of see it with us. Keith, did this do anything for you as a, you played the original? I never, was it K-Bum who played the original? No, you did. You played the original.
I played a little bit of it. I ain't finished it though.
Okay, you didn't finish it. Okay, so that's telling. Have they convinced you? I guess tonight we don't know what these games gonna be like based on the trailers. They really still showing us cutscenes and them, but they really not showing the game. It's still a lot of walking, a lot of scenery, not a lot of gameplay. So I can't judge whether this is gonna be for me or not. It looks good, but based on what you've seen, Keith, did they show you enough to make you feel like, oh yeah, man, this is the one?
Day one on Game Pass. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If there was no Game Pass, I would probably be treating it like Prince of Persia, something I'm interested in playing, but I'm not like I finna go get it right now. They still like you said, they still ain't really showing gameplay, and I'm thinking it's because it's a lot like the first one. They're really trying to push this whole story narrative type of thing. I feel that they're still showing what do you call it, like tech demo type stuff?
Yeah, it's just
inside of these trailers. Like, why are we still seeing this?
A lot of walking, a lot of background scenery.
Yeah, I'm not.
Go ahead.
Like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. It, like I said, it's gonna be day one on Game Pass, but other than that, I wouldn't really be messed up about this game. I think they had it a year ago, and they kept going, and now. I don't know. I don't know.
So Nia said,
maybe it ain't for me. It look good though.
Nia said about Avowed. She said anything. I'm interested in anything I can try on Game Pass. So basically, y'all like it's for free. I'm gonna rent it for a while and see if I like it before I Man, Microsoft, y'all need to put some distance between your new releases and Game Pass, so people are forced to kind of make a decision. But yeah, it looks good. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look good. It looks. I mean, just about everything coming out now, for the most part, looks good. Does it look like something I want to play? Yeah. Yes, but I don't even know what I'm watching right here. Whether she was fighting, was that gameplay or was that a cutscene? I don't. That's
probably gameplay.
You think so? Well, I don't want to play it.
Yeah.
It just ain't. It's not. It's not doing it for me. And Microsoft still does not know how. They still stuck in a presentation form that does not work. All these people, all these showing them with all the stuff. Look, that's what you do when you trying to, like what they did for God of War 18. When they told the behind the scenes stories, and you do that then. After the game is successful, we get all this stuff and how they built it. We don't need all this in the direct. We don't need to see y'all. We don't. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm sorry. I was cutting it, but I didn't want you to go too far from that point. That you make an excellent point. This game could come out and be absolute trash, consumer wise, and you're giving us all this. We work so hard and passionate for some dog crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might not even like this game. Say that after the fact.
I'm gonna do drip on you. Yeah. No, but bro, like, I'm like, do we need to see this many humans? Tell us, like, how many people do we need to sit in a dim lit room at a table looking serious and emotional and what's the word, tense and suspense is in a room about the build up? Bro, you don't do that till the game is successful. This is too much. Like, stop. Like, Microsoft, just go look at Nintendo and Sony's directs and Sony's state of plays. Do you see people? No. You don't see no people. You see games and one person telling you the next game and the snap when Nintendo is gonna be a snap and the next slew of games. Y'all have two. It's like Godzilla movies. It's too many humans, not enough Godzilla. I don't care about this stuff. I don't care about the songs and the. Why are we watching this when you're supposed to be showing us the game? Why are we still watching stage performances? Why? What is all this filler? Is it because you have nothing to show? That's what it says to me. I don't have nothing to show y'all. We got to put this game out. Like Keith said, it's probably going to be a lot of the same stuff that you've seen in the first one, just with more graphics. And we scared to show you this game for real, so we're not going to show it to you. Because I guarantee you, like they did with Starfield, when they thought they had a game, that's all you saw was the game. Mm-hmm. They didn't show you a whole bunch of people when they thought Starfield was finna be all world. But in this presentation, we've been watching it. How much of the game have you seen versus the people talking about it? And this is coming out in May. So, no. Anyway, so let's move on. Like, there's been so many people. Like, it's been just people back to back with her screaming 1-2 times on a sword swing and more people. Like, bro, this is not how you sell your game. Microsoft, Xbox, send your developers. We're not going to play your developers. I don't care. I don't know these people. I don't care about no piano, no CGI and animation and getting your body movements. You do that after the game. You don't do that much. Not this to this degree. Bro, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. So anyway, they showed that. Then they had whatever this game. Still too many people. The only game that they actually showed gameplay for was, what was this game right here, Keith? It looks like an anime.
Mana. The Mana game.
Yeah, they actually show gameplay for that.
Because that wasn't them.
Right. Still showing too many people. I'm trying to get on past. They had another game I don't really care about. I'm trying to get to the last thing because I'm pretty much done with this presentation. Okay, so we get here to Indiana Jones, y'all, and yeah. Okay, Keith, go ahead and take the floor. Let me get your thoughts first. Let me shut up. what was your
Nia
thoughts?
said a Nia game. We're talking about Indiana Jones. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I posted this on Twitter. When I saw Todd Howard, I just sunk in my seat. I was like, "Oh gosh, we finna have some disappointment." When I saw that, man, but you know what? The graphics of the game I thought were pretty good.
Yes, I agree with that.
I'm holding off on the big thing. The graphics look good. Harrison never looked better. You know what I mean?
let me send this shout out real quick. What's up, Fred 215? Welcome to the show. All right, go ahead, Keith. Welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, man, Harrison never looked better. And I was like, this looks good. And then they revealed the perspective. First person. I don't know why. I don't know why at all.
No clue.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Dr. Jones.
we haven't had a lot of Indiana Jones games in this era, right? We haven't had a lot of Indiana Jones. Why give us first person? Because to me, when the moment they did that, and I'm not going to say that the game was bad.
I know why they did it.
I'm not going to say the game is bad. But what to me, what they've done is that they moved this game back into their wheelhouse, and now it looks and feels like all the other games that Todd Howard works on, and all those other, like Nia was saying earlier, with those PC type games, right? And we're back at that. I can do a whip in this hand, and I can shoot a gun in that hand, and I can run around and be dizzy. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't get dizzy, but I'm just saying, like, some people do get dizzy playing first person. I don't want to do that.
If it ain't the frame rate ain't right, you ain't gonna have me feeling like I'm out lost at sea with all the doggone waves. No, go ahead though.
And honestly, it's not even really about making it third person and saying, "Oh, they didn't do it because of Uncharted." No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you why they didn't do it. I'm gonna tell you why they didn't do it.
Go ahead.
They didn't do it because they didn't want to really come up with a good combat system. If you do it in third person, your combat got to be good. If you don't want to do it, if you do it in first person, you can get away with janky animations that don't look right because it's in first person. But third person, you got to really have that model right. Now, I'm not. That's my theory. It would be tougher. Because of the standard and because of what has come before you. Like you said, we haven't had a lot of Uncharted, but we have had Uncharted in two different forms. We have had Indiana Jones in two different forms, and both did it well. Uncharted and Lara Croft Tomb Raider. That's basically Indiana Jones. Do you think they will ever give you Nathan Drake in first person view?
No.
Even Naughty Dog understood, or not Naughty, but Santa Monica understood that even though you was going with a different perspective for Kratos, it'd be suicide to make him first person. So they at least gave you the over the shoulder cinematic. That's what this should be. Over the shoulder cinematic. That you should not see your character in an Indiana Jones game. You supposed to be running around punching folks, jumping over tables, shooting guns, swinging from ceiling. They don't want to have to do all that, so they put it in first person view so it could be slow and you saw how it looked. It looked slow when he punched the dude and pulled it to him, and they can get away with that cheap stuff because if you got to really animate the person and show. They didn't. That's what I think they did it for. it was easier, like you said, to do our formula and put his skin over our formula. We don't have to do much. We could take them same assets and we can milk it what we already got. And then you could also say we're not competing with Uncharted and Tomb Raider.
You don't want it.
Because Indiana Jones this is what I said in the chat. How do you screw up the blueprint when Indiana Jones is the blueprint for two of the greatest series in gaming? How do you do that? How do you screw up what Uncharted, bona fide success, Tomb Raider, especially the remakes, bona fide success off of your formula, and you come with a game and you do this mess? The animation fights don't look good. You gotta be like Nathan Drake. You gotta be running around punching folks, sliding and ducking. That's Indiana Jones. You're supposed to be able to see your whip in your hand and the person swinging it. And man, come on, man. How do you do this? You do this because you don't really want to compete with what's already been out there. And it's easier for you, like you said, Keith, you hit it on the nail. I'm just going to use the assets we got. And when I saw old dude, I thought the same thing. It's like, well, they unscrewed this up. This is screwed up. So my wife said, "Is this a video game or is it a movie?" I said, "It's a video game." So no, like I said, no. Let me read some of these. Go ahead, talk. I'm gonna read some of these comments. See what we can pull up.
Yeah.
Fred.
Now
I'm gonna say Fred's real quick. Fred 215 said, "Yeah, that messed me up." Laughing like our least option to have third or first person. Yeah, there you go. Why not give you the option? It's because they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the work, man. They screwed up. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, you're right. They don't, like you said, they don't want to put in the work and they don't want to look like those other games. But this is what inspired those other games. Like walking with a companion and having Indiana Jones with his quick humor and all the other stuff. Like that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Those I don't know. But although I said the graphics look good, this Microsoft Machine Games, Todd Howard, it's not finished. I'm gonna tell you right now, the graphics do look good. Like where they have them now, don't say, oh, they like it. No, this could I still see room for improvement. This, even though this looks sharper, it's still not on like The Last of Us 2's level, in my opinion. And this is first person. A lot of times when you have something that's first person, it's easier graphically to design. Kind of like what you said, they don't have to worry about a player model, fighting and all that other stuff, and what is it, the mocap and all that.
Yeah.
So they don't have to worry about all this. So first person kind of gives them a way out.
Right.
So
this
is not finished.
Slows it up. Right. It doesn't, for me, while it doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna say that, but to me it don't look finished to me. Like that scene we was just looking at when he grabbed the little thing and threw it on the, I guess, the puzzle for that stage. That didn't look good to me at all. Let me go back to it. This part right here. This doesn't look good to me. He's pulling a lever. He's walking through this hallway, this tunnel. He pulls this thing out of here. Yeah, none of this looks good to me. Like, this is not Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is action. I'm not saying you can't have action in first person. That's not what I'm saying. But when you have two excellent titles out there, my thing is, why did they go to this studio to make it? Why? Why did they get it? Me personally, I would have went to the people that made Tomb Raider, because you know, if you don't want to go to what is it, Naughty Dog? Because you don't want it exclusive. Yeah.
That's Square Enix.
That's Square. I would have went to Square Enix. I mean, I know it's Square Enix. I'm talking about, this is exclusive to the Xbox, right?
I believe so.
I would have went to Square Enix. Didn't they sell Lara Croft?
Yeah, they had the second game was exclusive to Microsoft for a year.
Yeah, but didn't Square Enix
Yes.
sell the Lara Croft franchise?
Oh no!
They didn't.
Wait, I
I
gotta look
think
that
they
up. Hold
did.
on.
I think they sold that franchise. I forgot who bought it, but from my understanding, they sold it.
Well, it
Correct
popped right up
me.
when I was typing it.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room. I thought
It
they had.
did.
Okay, I thought I saw
It
that they
did.
sold it. So why not go to Square Enix, who knows the formula, and be like, "Hey, we want this. We're gonna pay you in a second party capacity to make this game for us using that formula." They already got. Just put Indiana Jones as the model in the face. There you go. And use their storylines and their characters and their music and the whole nine with Lucas Studios and all. Why go to this group? Anyway, doesn't make sense to me, and it didn't appeal to me. It looks good, but it looks amazing as far as the man. Harrison Ford looks good, but when it goes out
They
of the
got the theme, right?
cutscene, when they got the cutscene into the gameplay, that I'm like, I'm out. Okay, you can have it. So, like it's running around here like Forza, not Forza, but Fallout. I'm good. So, any other thoughts on this direct? Give it a grade in the chat room. Give us a grade for this direct. Keith,
Was
give
this
me
the
a
last
grade.
game?
This was the last game. This was it.
Oh man. I give it a D plus. Has you ever heard of anybody getting a D plus?
Yeah.
I give it a D plus. I do want to say about this Indiana Jones game
Go
though.
ahead.
I'm not saying the game is going to come out bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't want this perspective. I'd rather have third person, like you just mentioned. So when I get on here and this game come out and I'm like, oh my god, the game is amazing. Don't be like, oh, I'll keep what you would know. I'm not down in the game. This reveal is shocking, and I'm not feeling the reveal. The game could be amazing. I don't know. The puzzles, because it's Indiana Jones, the puzzles and all this stuff could be amazing. The story could be amazing. I don't know. But right now, I ain't really feeling it. But anything could happen.
Right.
But
I'm,
as far as the direct, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I interrupt you. Go ahead.
But as far as the direct as a whole, yeah, I give it like a D plus. I mean, for me personally, it wasn't much to it. You know, they finally gave us a date for Hellblade. They didn't really have to show any gameplay. The Mana game, I'll probably end up trying it. But all those other games, Indiana Jones, I hope Indiana Jones is good. But yeah, they showed us something and nothing at the same time.
Yeah. I would say I give it a solid D. There was nothing plus about it. It was a solid D. I don't think they failed. I'm pretty sure I can see others giving it a C. I don't see no B's or no A's. I don't see that at all. I definitely could see someone making an argument for a C. If you were invested in the Xbox ecos, then yeah. But for me, being outside of that world of Xbox, I don't have one yet. I want to get one. I want a reason though. For me, this was a D. It didn't fail, but it just didn't. It didn't do anything for me. None of these games appeal to me. I was hoping Indiana Jones would be. I was expecting to be third person. That shocked the crap out of me that y'all made this first person, and that was absolutely. If you was third person, you would have got a C out of me. But since I can't see, no puns intended. Since I can't see Indiana Jones, you get a D. So that's my sentiments on it. Hellblade 2, no, I don't see myself playing that. Avowed, I definitely not gonna play that. Indiana, I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna reserve some stuff. Not gonna judge it too harsh right now. I don't like that perspective. But I'm going to hold out hope that it may actually end up being decent to good. It may be phenomenal for all we know, but the presentation just wasn't for level for me. So I'll leave it at that. Any other thoughts? D2K, D2K, what's up, man? Welcome to the Shizzo. He said it failed. This could have just been a sizzle wheel commercial. D2K don't cut no corners with his. Boy, D2K stuff hit hard. Straight up, it failed. Yeah, they could have cut out a lot of the human talking. They could have cut all that out. If they would have cut all that out, this would have been about 20 minutes. We saw more humans riding scooters and walking down streets and talking about their computer and tapping on their keyboard than we saw games. So if you would have cut all that stuff out, this would have been about a mini direct, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And that's about what it should have been. So Fanatic said, first name base said, forget the games. I'm interested in seeing more people in these. Slap yourself. Oh, get out of here with that, Fanatic. You want to see more people. Stop it. So anyway, that was a good one. Yeah, it was a D for me. So let's move on. So Ubisoft made an interesting statement. And I want to kind of deal with this real quick before we get to the Nintendo and PlayStation 4. Let's go through this real quick. And if we be here for 2 hours, then we'll be here for 2 hours. So it says, Ubisoft says players should get used to not owning games. If that ain't a provocative, clicky, boy, that's gonna cause you to click on this article. So Ubisoft thus the benefits of game subscriptions and points out that gamers should increasingly move away from the ideal of owning I said touts. I didn't say that right. Ideal of owning a game. Gamers, get out the way. Click. All right. Games are bought on disc lists often than games are bought on disc lists often than they were a few years ago. Less often than they were a few years ago. Players increasingly visiting the PlayStation Store and other providers' digital shops are subscribing to a flat rate game plan with a pre-filled library. Now, a flat rate game plan with a pre-filled library. What? Let's pause right there because I'm kind of confused on what they're talking about. Do you know what they're talking about right there?
A subscription service.
A subscription. Okay. Why did you just say that? Okay. While this can be stored at home and used primarily or permanently with the right hardware, ownership claims are limited in the case of digital versions. Subscription games often even have a fixed expire date. It's a system that more and more players should come to terms with and It's a system that players should come to terms with and comes to terms with, explains Philip. I don't know how to say that brother's last name. Anyway, I ain't finna try. Director of subscriptions. Tremblay. Okay. Director of subscriptions. I'm gonna start letting you read this stuff. Subscriptions. You'll be solid. I'm up here sounding like 720 on what's his name? What is his name? I don't even watch him, but he reads terrible. But anyway, subscriptions as an introduction for new players. According to Timble, how you say it again? Timblay?
I say Tremblay. Yeah.
Ubisoft had millions of subscribers in recent years together, but they totaled 500 million hours of play. Some of them would sign up for a month or two to try out certain games. Others are long-term active subscribers. It proves to be a way for players to enter our worlds who may not be inclined to purchase. He continued, these players are brand new. We shake hands for the first time since I've been here. Ubisoft's strategy has been to try to reach more players with their franchises, with the franchises we have. So I think we read. Do you think we need to read a little bit more?
No.
Or is that enough? All right. So Nia said, "Leveled, you're my boy." But yeah, don't do me like that, Nia. Don't do me like that. I be struggling sometimes. I don't get a chance to pre-read some of this stuff, and I get tongue-tied. I ain't the greatest of readers. I can read good enough. Anyway, so Keith, are we ready? Are we ready for the ideal of not owning our games?
Man, I ain't trying to listen to Ubisoft. I ain't trying to hear that from them. If that was somebody else, no, it's cool. Let me be for real, because they do know the industry. I'm just talking from the couch. I mean, we kind of already don't own our games. Everything. I'm a PC gamer. Been a PC gamer since 2015. Every game that I have ever paid for, I still have them since that time on Steam and other various applications and stuff like that I use. Still have them. So I haven't owned games, especially on the PCs, in a very long time. And then when it comes to like the Nintendo games, there are several games that I bought digital that I already know Nintendo ain't gonna give me no money back off of, and several that I bought physical. And I think Nintendo is probably the only people who still allow you to play their games without connecting to the internet. Are we ready? I mean, they kind of already introduced us to that anyways. You got Microsoft coming out with all digital consoles. Got PlayStation got an all digital console with a terabyte drive, a hard drive space, which that is not enough. We already here. I think what Ubisoft is trying to do is get you to subscribe to Ubisoft Plus. And you know what? They might get me. I'm going to subscribe, play Prince of Persia, beat it, and and unsubscribe.
Right.
And save myself, how much is it? Like $15? The game is, yeah, and save myself like $30 or something on buying that game, because I don't need to play it again. So and I bet they're betting, oh, once you get a taste of that subscription, you're going to want to stick around. Not with your games. I skip your games with a passion. You just got a game that reminds me of Metroid. So that's the only reason I'm interested.
I'm going to say this. Yeah, you're right. We already there. Once I get past the hooked on phonics, DJ Fanatic slapping us. Don't do me like that. I don't struggle every time I read these things, just a few times now. Nia trying to act like, yeah, let Keith read Level. Anyway, I ain't studying neither now one of y'all. But anyway, Nia says this: we're moving to a digital future, and that's true. Am I reading it good? For all of these companies, but the fact that they're saying it is tough to hear. I guess that is where it is the fact that Ubisoft had the audacity to tell us just bluntly, hey, get used to it. It's here. It's not changing. It's about to go even farther that direction. So, hey, get used to it. DJ Fanatic said, I don't like it. I need to physically own it. I'm like you, D2K. I mean, not D2K, but DJ Fanatic. I like physically owning stuff, but I'm getting to a point, I don't know where to store all this stuff. Like, now that I stream a lot with Netflix and Disney, I don't really buy, I still buy DVDs and Blu-rays. Don't get me wrong, I still buy Blu-rays and 4K, not really DVDs, but it's becoming a chore to store this stuff. And it's just so convenient to just go into and just push play on the screen, on the game, and it plays, and you don't have to put nothing in. And I was the physical guy. I'm getting to the point, bro. I think I'm not fighting it, because I am kind of tired of. Man, I got so many Blu-rays and DVDs and 4K, and I don't have nowhere to put this stuff. And the more I buy, the less space I have for it. So on one side, I am a physical guy. I like the fact that I like having the ability to go and watch any and every time I want to. But Netflix and Disney and HBO Max, I can't even remember. Only time I put a Blu-ray in is when it's not on those platforms to be watched, and I want to see it, and it hasn't streamed yet. I buy it, but man, I haven't watched it, man, since Disney. I haven't put in. I can't remember the last time I put in one of the Blu-rays for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I watch it straight on Disney. Hey, man, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Ubisoft, it does make me mad that Ubisoft of all people is saying it.
I know.
but I can't knock that they tell the truth. You know, he's like, y'all are not the one to say it though. Maybe Nintendo or somebody else, but anybody but Ubisoft and EA, none of y'all should be saying nothing. So let me read some of these comments. He said, Leveled is a beast at music and coordinating topics, though. Oh, thank you, Nia. All right, you're not in my good graces yet. You ain't get there. Keep on sending the praise, and I might feel good.
It.
Keep on, get more, a little bit more praise. Flatter me a little bit more, and then we might be. You want to sit up there and try to make me feel like I can't read up in this piece. A little bit more flattery, Nia, then I'll be cool. But anyway, but yeah, so yeah, Ubisoft, we can't receive that from you, but we'll take it as it is the truth. I can't knock them. So what? Let's move on. Any final thoughts on this?
Oh,
we
I
already
was
here.
Say something. I wanted to see how much this was. Does anybody know how much it is to subscribe to Ubisoft Plus? I kind of want to know.
This may be the first Ubisoft game I played since Phoenix Rising Sun. Is that the name of that game?
Yeah, I think I still got that game. I got it on PC somehow.
Stopped playing it. It just grew tired of it. This will be the first Ubisoft game since then. I didn't play Sparks of Hope. None of that.
I will say this about the streaming. It really caters to our laziness, and that's what they get us. Yeah. It caters to our laziness. Like sometimes, even with the Switch, when I got my physical games, I'm like, I really want to. What I got physical? Like let's say Zelda. I really want to go play Zelda. I don't want to get up and change that cartridge. I guess I'm not playing Zelda today, and I'll walk past the TV and go somewhere else. I just don't want to change the thing. I'd rather just pick the game.
Right.
So
Fred, you're right on the money. They do need to. Yes, Ubisoft need to shut up and go make a good Splinter Cell game. We don't want to hear this nonsense from y'all. Go make a good Splinter Cell game. Retire Assassin's Creed for at least 10 years, and we'll be listening to you then. Nia said nobody would be subscribed to them for real. Laugh out loud. I guess he's talking about the Ubisoft. He's basically saying nobody subscribed to him. Nia, where's that flattery at? I'm trying to. I need more of this now. What else I do good? Anyway, let me stop. But so we got to move on to this last topic because this is the one that I just feel like DJ Fanatic said conversation from back in the day. Me and I ain't never gonna get a cell phone. That's stupid. I guess at some point. Even with digital, you gotta give into it. Is that what you said? It's covered up. Oh, let me read it over here. Even with digital, you gotta give in. True, absolutely, because we all act like we didn't want a cell phone or a beeper. And now you can't. Man, if I leave my house by my cell phone, I feel naked. Like, oh my God, my whole life is at the house.
Yep. I can't do nothing.
Well,
I gotta turn around.
I'll be late to work going back to get that phone. What, on time? I don't have my phone, man. I'll be there 10 minutes later. I'm going to take that, Doc. So, but yeah, we got to go talk about this PlayStation, this Switch 2. The rumors is that the Switch 2, this is what's been going around, and a lot of people are talking about it, that the Switch 2 power level will be at the PlayStation 4. So this has stirred up a lot of, you know what I'm saying, jokes and people like, oh, that's trash, weak sauce. You know the whole gamut on Twitter and everywhere. I seen different ones. All the tried and true, the normals come out to make their appeal about why this is stupid and why people shouldn't trip. Everybody that do their thing. But I thought it was an interesting topic because I have to ask the question: is PlayStation 4, if that's the true power level, and we're not even going to add in, we'll deal with the DLSS super sampling stuff with that power later. Just let's say if it was actually just PlayStation 4 level, the Switch 2. My question is that actually bad? And I before we start going down this lane and trying to show you why I think it's not, let's kind of explore that thought. Is the Switch 2, if it was actually at the level of a PlayStation 4, is that actually bad? Keith, the floor is yours.
For third-party games, you'll see a stark difference. And I'm not just talking about the visuals. I'm talking about in speed of the frames per second. Yes, it will be a downgrade in visuals. However, we're not that far removed from the PlayStation 4 level of graphics. We're really not. As you can see, and I know Level's going to bring this up, and he's probably going to articulate it way better than I will, but I'll bring it up anyways. The Last of Us 2 remaster just came out, and I'm hard pressed to find a difference. I know there are differences. I know what's some folks, Digital Foundry.
Yeah,
I know they pointed out differences, but realistically, I don't play my game zoomed in at 500%, so I wouldn't know what they're talking about. Because The Last of Us 2 is probably still one of the best looking games to ever grace gaming. So if you put PlayStation 4 level power behind Nintendo, we talking about some new, interesting, beautiful game design. Something we've been waiting on. Something we've been wanting from Nintendo. They had this level of fidelity, this level of power, I guess you could say, behind them. So for me, it's not a bad thing when it comes to Nintendo games. However, have they pushed the other consoles to their limits? And if they have, or if they're getting close to it, then it's all good. If not, then the PS4 level graphics with NVIDIA graphics card, graphics chip with the what is the level? This is, you champion this all the time. The DLSS.
Yeah, deep learning, super sampling. Yeah,
super. With that, you can upscale that bad boy, and there you go. So for me, I think it's I don't find it a bad thing.
Okay,
especially if we're talking about handheld.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. So I'm gonna read some of the comments. DJ Fanatic said no, it's not bad at all. D2K said there is no reason why the Switch 2 should be at PlayStation 4 level. They let me read it. Well, I can't see it over there. They can affordably make it more powerful than that, but it's not going to hurt if it is, because of what we've seen Nintendo can do with less. So that's a good one to explore, what D2K just said. I want to explore that in a second. Nia said, I wouldn't want that, but for a handheld, I'd be okay. Fanatic said, yep, what he said. I'm thinking he's talking about D2K. And Alan Steve said, welcome to the show, Alan Steve. I ain't see you, man. Snuck in on me. Alan Steve said a PlayStation 4 graphics switch with SSD and good RAM will work. Okay, so the question is it that bad? Is that really bad? I would say no, it's not. Right now. And I want to preface this because I don't want to come off like I'm being biased. Because I am, we be considered the Nintendo guys, right? But I really don't think it would be that bad. I remember I think all of us, even D2K, we all said that if it's a handheld, at least it needs to be at least PlayStation 4 Pro. Somewhere around there, I said I'll be content with that. But when you begin to look at the games, and this is where my thoughts change. When you begin to look at the games that came on the PlayStation 4, I think we really need to rethink some stuff. I have the PlayStation 5, and absolutely it looks better than the PlayStation 4. But there's some games on the PlayStation 4 that just looks immaculate, and I don't care if you showed me, and I'm gonna show you some. This is Digital Foundry showing The Last of Us, the PlayStation 4 version running on the PlayStation 5 versus the remastered version. And you're not really seeing huge differences, but it is both are running on the PlayStation 5. So that's not really a good example. I want to show y'all this. And I kind of was telling Keith this as well. Keith, where did you play Ghost of Tsushima?
PS4.
You played it on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I played it on the PS4, and I played it on the PS5. And I'm here to tell you right now, Ghost of Tsushima looks good, period. This is PlayStation 4. This is a PlayStation 4 title. With this level of visuals, yes, did it look better on the PlayStation 5? Absolutely it did. It brought it up to 60 frames per second. But when I tell you that Ghost of Tsushima is good looking, period, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, it's literally that. What you're looking at right now is a PlayStation 4. If that's what you're telling me that I will have in my hands, I'm good. I'll be honest with you. I'm good with that. Now, I'm with D2K, though. With Nintendo's money, they probably easily could make a more powerful system. Do I want to pay the price for that most powerful system is the question. How much would it cost for them to make a handheld more powerful than a PlayStation Pro? I don't know. So if they can reach PlayStation 4 and it looks like this. Now, I'm not saying, now again, this developer, they did their thing. This is all running on the PlayStation 4. So these are the graphics y'all clowning. All the ones that are clowning saying weak sauce, this is what you clowning. If I did not tell you this was PlayStation 4, you wouldn't know it. You see what I'm saying, Keith? This game, the light and everything in this game looks immaculate. When I played it on the PlayStation 5, it looked even better. But not by much, but I'm not going to sit here and act like there are not games on the PlayStation 5 that looks better than this. There are, but not many. Not many. This game still holds up, period. Now, if it is at that level, and that's the base power level, and Keith kind of already went here, then what is the deep learning super sampling going to do? That's crazy. So I'm like, bro, do we really understand? I think these rumors may be true. That it is placed at its base power is PlayStation 4. But with what NVIDIA is doing and what the tools and videos giving Nintendo and that platform, man, hey, bro. The cost, if you could give me that at $400 or $350 or whatever, I'm not mad at you. I don't know. Let me be honest. Honestly, Keith, I don't know how to feel because D2K raised a very poignant, very valid point. Nintendo can make a more powerful system. My question is, can they make it and make it still affordable without losing money? So where's the trade-off? Do we want a box? Do we want to stick with this? I know they, in my opinion, they got to stick with the hybrid thing. They got to. It's just they got to. 130 million plus, you got to stick with that form factor. If you can give me this, Keith, I don't think I'm mad at you. I don't. I'm not mad at you. PlayStation 4 I enjoyed my PlayStation 4, and it's that game. They still had, like, a lot of the games we seeing today. Last of Us, all that was running on the PlayStation 4, looking good on the PlayStation 4. Bro, I don't know. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, I was over here trying to look up the Legion versus the PS4, and I'm not really getting a lot of. I had to look into it a little bit more on the podcast.
The Legion?
Yeah, I wanted to see what the Lenovo Legion. Remember we were talking about that?
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to see how that stacked up versus the Switch. Now, we all know that the consoles versus like PC devices, so Legion, ROG Ally, those, it's not one-to-one because they use specs in different ways, right? Mm-hmm. The ROG Ally is still running PC. The Legion is also still running PC. The Switch would be running a custom OS, just like the PS5 is running a custom OS, and Microsoft, Xbox is using a version of Windows, like a stripped down version of Windows, but it's still utilizing a lot of those features. So it's hard to say. So when they say PS4, because the PS4 had like 1.8 gigs of I don't know, not terabytes, teraflop, something like that.
Terrible CPU. The problem was the CPU, and they're saying that won't be a problem with NVIDIA and whatever they put in that whatever Nintendo new system was going to be. But yeah, go ahead. I'm just playing y'all PlayStation 4 titles. Everything you seeing is PlayStation 4. I know the PlayStation 5 is dope. It is, but bro, we get into diminishing returns, man. That's real talk. Other than frame rates, the only thing that has made it better to me is ray tracing and frame rates. That's what's changed the game. Not necessarily the visuals. It's the ray tracing and the frame rates that is better. The visuals are about the same. Like, go ahead, Keith. My bad. I ain't mean it. But, like, I'm playing Uncharted 4 right now on the PlayStation 4. Bro, this is what y'all clowning? This is bad, Keith. This is trash.
You gotta be like, y'all forgot?
Yeah, I'm like, do y'all really know what y'all saying? Like, that's trash? That's horrible? And it's gonna be newer architecture, so it's gonna be able to do a little bit more. Bro, they probably can still do some stuff on the PlayStation 4 right now. People wasn't moving on for a reason. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. Frame rates and ray tracing is a very, noticeable change. I'm not going to front. But,
resolution.
Yeah, this ain't, don't sit up here and act. Look at the draw distance. Don't sit up here and act like the PlayStation 4 wasn't putting out some phenomenal titles that still hold up to this day. Are we serious, people? Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, I guess the thing, especially when it comes to PS5 versus PS4, it's definitely not a visual thing, but it's we can make this world more alive. We can make this world more what's the word I'm looking for when you're interactive? We can make the world more interactive, so on and so forth. Maybe some of those Xenoblade games can become more interactive. Shots. But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at if it has PS4 level graphics as far as like visuals, but I do want it to be a lot beefier. And what I mean by that is like future, like future type titles and things like that. Got to future proof itself. But the PS4 level graphics are not bad at all. You know, you got this Uncharted sitting here playing, and I know Nintendo can do some amazing things. They, like D2K said earlier in the chat, they can do a lot with less, and they've proven it. So they can do a lot with that. Nia, she funny.
What Nia say? What does she say? I gotta go and look. What she say? Haters say what? Go ahead.
I was waiting on it.
Now this Spider-Man not aging well. This one ain't aging too good. But go ahead. It still look good though.
Yeah, but I haven't heard the complaints when it comes to Switch power being PS4 level, but you already know Nintendo is like a generation behind as far as like tech and visual and pushing those visuals. But are they actually behind, or maybe Sony and Microsoft is going too far ahead too fast? You know, here's this new technology, we could push it here, but it's not mature. And Nintendo's getting it when it's super mature and able to develop these games at a super high rate as far as like the specs. I don't know. I think I'm just rambling at this point, but I ain't mad at it. Like I'm ready to see Zelda, the next Zelda. You know, Anuma's already working on it, so I'm just ready to see the next Zelda with the new graphics. So I'm excited.
I just wanted to show people, like, sometimes you just gotta ignore folks. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm like what D2K said. They can, and that's the question. Should they? I guess that's what we should be asking. Should Nintendo give us something more powerful than the PlayStation 4 in a hybrid system? Now, I don't know how powerful the Lenovo is. I see Cherryman saying the Lenovo Legion Go is legit, and that is why Nintendo needs the power. It doesn't have to be exactly close to the Legion Go, but at least better than the Steam Deck and OLED. I think PlayStation 4, I don't think the Steam Deck is even PlayStation 4 level. So, how much does a Lenovo cost? Is it like, ain't it like $800?
I think so.
Okay, so so if Nintendo makes a system, are we gonna fork out $800, $900? I'm just trying to be realistic. Like, this is not Nintendo fan talking. This is, I know me. I ain't forking out no $900. I love Nintendo.
I tell you like this. I love Nintendo too. I like all these consoles. The only thing that I'm going to put my money on something like that is PC.
Right.
And the reason is because it's more versatile. I don't have to sit here and just play. I can do way more stuff. You mean to tell me I'm gonna spend money on a $900 console from Nintendo and I gotta wait on the game?
Yeah.
No. Heck no.
Bro, I've been brought me a iPad or what that thing, because I need a laptop. That's what I'm spending that level money on, that I get more function. I can't see myself, because I'm not going to buy a Lenovo. I'm not going to buy a Steam Deck. So, can they do, I guess the question is, should they? Does it make sense for them to make a hybrid system that is almost basically a PlayStation 5? Can they do that and keep the cost at a place that makes sense for their business? So for me, I'm looking at it from that standpoint. If they want to be competitive, then yeah, with that. Now, if it was a under your TV type of console like a PlayStation, yes, I want power. Give me the power, Nintendo. And I remember me, D2K, and all of us, me, you, D2K, and K-Bone was talking about this. If they do a set box, yes, I want the power. If they stay with a hybrid, it has. My thing was it had to be PlayStation Pro level. But now that we've learned about DLSS, I'm okay. Like, okay, if y'all can get this at base and then let NVIDIA do their tricks, I'm good. I think I'm good. So I don't know, because like you said, Keith, I want to see Zelda. I'm like, bro, Nintendo with this level power? Oh my God. What will Metroid Prime look like? What will Donkey Kong look like? What will Splatoon 4 look like? Like, what will Zelda look like? What will Mario? So for first party, I'm like, absolutely. Third party, that I guess that's where the question would be. Will games like Gran Turismo 6 be able to run on? Now we always say that. Well, we know they can make anything run. I'll take D2K line. They can make anything run wherever they want to run it, right? So the whole impossible port is really dumb because all they got to do is strip it of some things and they can make it run. So the question is, will third party want to strip their games that are made for the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro or the Xbox Series X Pro or whatever it comes down? Will they want to strip it down to bring it on the Nintendo system? Right now they will, because the Switch is 130 million units strong. In order for that to happen, whatever Nintendo comes with next, they're going to have to also be selling like the Switch is currently selling. So the sales are going to determine what the third party does. So, because we seeing it now, the Switch clearly is long in the tooth, and we still seeing games come to the Switch. I think Ubisoft is putting some game on the Switch right now, and I'm not talking about the Lost Crown. It's another game that they actually pulling to the Switch. Not Ubisoft, but I think it's Namco.
Hogwarts.
Is it Namco? No, it's not even Hogwarts. It's a new game. I saw Spawnwave talking about it. He called it an impossible port. I'm like, at this point, it's not an impossible port. They just stripping it and putting it on there. It's not impossible. You just can't get the equivalent. It can't be 1-to-1 to the PlayStation 5s and Xboxes. It's not an impossible port. Just a lot of these developers are unwilling to strip their game down to put it on like a Wii U or a Wii. But the Switch, with the sales and where it's at, they like, oh yeah, we'll do that. Witcher 3, mud and ice cream, but yeah, they did it. So
I want to say something. Cherry and Man Gaming. So we're not hating or downplaying the ROG, the Lenovo.
No.
I was saying I wouldn't spend $800, $900 on a Nintendo console or a PlayStation console or an Xbox console because they're not versatile. You'll be sitting there waiting on games. You're right. With the ROG and all those other devices, there's more things you can do with it. So I wasn't saying anything about, because I see him saying don't sleep on it. I wasn't even talking about those. Those I feel like are justified because they are basically mini PCs. You can do a lot more with them. Versus a console where you just sitting there, okay, when Nintendo gonna put out the next game, and you can't really do anything else to it. Like, I don't even think there's a real browser on the Switch, and there was supposed to be a browser a long time ago, right?
Right.
So
see, I didn't know that though. I didn't know that, Keith, that you can do more with the Lenovo's and all that. Like,
oh yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a first for me. So, like I said, for me, I was saying, I want to get a Surface and stuff. It's like what I do for my ministry and all that stuff. I need, like, I'm going to spend that type of money on the Surface. I'm trying to get more functionality out of it. I might want to edit videos. I may want to edit my message. I may want to, a lot of things that would make that spending $900 to $1,000 or even $1,200, $1,300 makes it, because I'm, like you said, you're getting more functionality out of it. I can't see myself Matter of fact, not me. My wife ain't going. $800 for what? What? So they can sit under the TV and collect dust until you buy. Yeah, like no,
Exactly.
I can't see it. So, but no, that was a first for me, Cherry man. I didn't know. And I haven't researched into these other hybrid like systems, their functionality. But for me, I'm be honest. If I'm going to go that route, I'm going to get a Surface. I'm going to get some of that. It's not going to be. It's going to be something that can still play games, but the form factor is more towards my business and ministry and all that other stuff. Where Lenovo, to me, I'm just looking at games. I'm not looking at it in that sense. So I apologize too if what we were saying seemed to be knocking what you were saying. That wasn't the case. But I didn't even know that. So Keith, what you just said was news to me. So
Yeah, because it's basically running on top of Windows, so it's not like the Lenovo created their OS. Well, they probably got like a skin or something, but it's still got Windows under there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you could do a whole lot more stuff with it. They probably got some stuff locked away, but if you're smart, you probably could unlock some of their stuff.
Okay. So to me, people are tripping. Now how? Okay, Cherry man, I know you got one because I heard you talking about it a few times. How powerful is the Lenovo? Does anybody know the power level so we can kind of? Because I got to ask a question. How powerful is the Lenovo? Is it more powerful than the PlayStation 5? Is it under the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X? You know, where is the power level at? How's it being scaled? You know, that's my question.
I think he got the Asus ROG.
Oh, you got the Asus, the ROG. Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me. Just put in the chat room how powerful all these systems are. The ROG, the Lenovo, the Steam Deck, and whatever other one that it was another one that D2K put down there. It's so many of them. It's so many. Just put down where they level at. Like, okay, if where are they at? Where they clocking in? Is it about PlayStation 5? He said it's under the PlayStation 5, but it is close. Okay, so it's right under the PlayStation 5. So I'm playing. This is God of War on the PlayStation 4. Y'all. So for me, Keith, I'm gonna say this. Owning the PlayStation 5 and owning the PlayStation 4, I'm going to tell you the difference is not the visuals. It's not the visuals. It's the ray tracing and frame rate. The frame rate makes it look better. Like when I put Ghost of Tsushima and got that upgrade with the frame rate, it looked better, not because it was the textures and all that was better, but because there was more frames to enjoy and see and make things smoother and crisper and faster. So I guess my thoughts is with the PlayStation 5 and all that, like with Ratchet and Clank and some of these games, Ratchet and Clank looks amazing, but it's the ray tracing that's making it look amazing. It doesn't look a whole lot better than what was on 4. It's just the ray tracing makes it pop in a way that if you don't have ray tracing, you don't get that pop. That's the difference. It's the bells and the whistles that they added on top of those textures and all that stuff, and the speed and the smoothness of the frame rates and all that. That's setting it apart, not necessarily graphics. So if that DLSS is going to kind of emulate that for you, where you can experience ray tracing on top of this power level, aren't we kind of getting there? That's my question. I don't know all this stuff, but based on what we've seen, that's what seems to be the ambition, the goal. So, like you said, Cherry man, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm confident. I was scared it wasn't gonna even be PlayStation 4, to be honest with you.
I put something in the chat. It's God of War running on the ROG.
Oh, okay. God of War
run.
running on rock. I find it. Okay. You want to put it up on the rock. God of War rock ally. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, this is God of War running on the rock ally. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
So,
yeah.
I'm going to say right now, well, let me look at it on this screen.
So it's running at 720.
Yeah, it don't have the same, it doesn't look as,
Man, this is off screen though. So
yeah. But I mean, that don't look bad. That don't look bad at all. They would have to try really hard to find hardware that's less than PlayStation 4 level. Okay. Was that Nia and D2K said PlayStation 4 is a grilled porterhouse steak. The PlayStation 5 is a marinated porterhouse steak with steak sauce. Good one, D2K. Basically, he said they both steaks. But you're right. Like, I don't know, man. This is interesting to me. I just felt it funny. People was trying to say weak sauce and trash. Oh, that's terrible. I'm like, bro, really? Like, have y'all forgot what the PlayStation 4 was doing? Like, I own a PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 4 still holds up. It was no absolute, no crazy leap. It wasn't PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. That you didn't see that leap. It wasn't. It wasn't that big of a leap from the PlayStation 4. But like I said, the ray tracing and the frame rates is noticeable enough to know that, hey, yeah, this is better. So, yeah. What else? Someone is hungry. Oh, that's Nia. Okay. So it goes up to like 30 watts where games run better. I think that's what Chariot Man said. It goes up to like 30 watts where games run better. So that helps the frame rate go up. Because right now, what I'm noticing is
you get more power. You can push more. Like just like think of it being like dock versus undock.
Yeah, that's what I would like to switch with the dock. Because what I'm noticing right now is what I would say looks off is the frame rate. It doesn't look as smooth. But visually, it looks fine. I ain't gonna say it looks like the PlayStation 4, but it's right there. It's a little kind of cloudy, and the colors is not as vibrant. And this is not off screen, Keith. This is actually
this is on
the one I'm
captured.
looking at is actually captured. So I'm gonna go back to the PlayStation 4 and see the difference. Let me do that real quick.
But here's the thing: if they're playing it, check this out though. But if they're playing it on Steam, then this is their game. Well, I ain't gonna say this is their game, but you can always go back to this game. Versus like when you go from one console to the next console, you're worried. Oh, will it be backwards compatible? Can I play it? Blah blah blah.
You can notice the difference. You can see the difference between the PlayStation 4 and the Ally. It's a noticeable difference. So yeah, I'm not complaining. The Ally didn't look bad, but it doesn't look like the PlayStation 4 version. So if the Switch is PlayStation 4, bro, I'm not mad at it, especially the hybrid. So if it can get up to that 440p, 1440p, and then upscale to 4K, and Nvidia can pull off some of their tricks, yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to see it. So let's be honest. We don't buy Nintendo console for third party. We buy it for first party. PlayStation 4 level power with a few more bells and whistles with Nintendo is IP is good enough. D2K, that's what I'm in absolute agreement. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that's gonna look like for Nintendo because we see what they do with nothing. Chairman saying games. I hate when it does it because it covers it up on here. Games in hand. I know Games in hand, I know them over there. I know them over there. And then he said that's why it's important for Nintendo to bring more power for the Switch. Okay. Nintendo needs to just let NVIDIA cook. I agree with you, Nia. But don't cook too hard because I might not buy it. But any other thoughts, man? Keith, any final thoughts here?
No, I agree with the chat. I agree with Nia. Let NVIDIA cook. I'm ready to see something, man. I'm just ready to see something. I'm ready for a reveal so we can kind of put this thing to rest.
Right.
Too much speculation.
What is it doing? Right. Yeah, it's time. It's time for them to show us something, man. They've been holding back for a little too long. I think we should have been unseen at least. But I'm with Nia. Let NVIDIA do what they need to do. And just, hey, keep it at a certain, tell her, give them, look, we need to keep it in a certain price range. Whatever you can do in that price range, do it. To the utmost. Just get it done, but we got to stay in this price range. I think anything over $400 is Nintendo is going to hurt themselves. I think $400 is as high as they can go. So, but a dedicated system that's only for gaming, I think they can pull that off because they don't have to allocate resources to other things, like a Lenovo and all the other stuff. So, that's actually going to help it be able to be more powerful because they can just, hey, this is strictly for the gaming aspect of the system because that's why they didn't put that being able to stream, being able to surf was that for that reason. They didn't want to allocate the resource from the GPU, and they didn't want people hacking their stuff. So, but with that being said, I don't care until I see it. I'm not paying anything over $425 million. You are in agreement, Nia. We don't even have code names for that mug yet. T2K.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Coffee table, Java. We ain't got nothing.
So, but it's coming. It's coming. I feel like we're finna hear something here in the next month or so. So. With that being said, man, we thank y'all for tuning in on tonight. Y'all kept us company, kept us lit. Like I said, continue to lift up our boy K-Bum with his surgery and pray that God pulls him through that and everything goes well. If I get any updates, I will let you know. Hopefully he'll be able to let you know himself. But I'm going to find out something tonight before I go to bed. But Keith, it was a good show tonight, man. Xbox, get y'all act together. Any final words, bro?
Yeah, man. If you like the Dragon Ball Super manga, they just released the newest one today. I believe it's today. Well, today over in Japan. It's I think 19, so whatever. Anyways,
Is it going with them going back to Kid State, or is this the one where they continue where the arc left off at with Black Frieza?
We continue. They talked about it a little bit in this one. They talked about Black Frieza, so they're training. Yeah. They had a little bit of Vegeta fighting Broly in his base form, but then Vegeta had to go.
Send me that.
I sent it. Vegeta had to go Super Saiyan. And then the thing that I was waiting on. Gohan got mad, he transformed into beast mode. Vegeta and Goku felt it. Was like, wait, what was that? Because they didn't feel it. If you watch the movie, they didn't even know because they were too busy fighting. So they was like, wait, what was that? Goku showed up. As soon as he seen it, like, oh, we got a spark. he didn't say that, but I know this was coming.
Send me that. I gotta geek out before I go to bed. Because that's what I was scared, man. They taking it down this weird path where they making them kids again. I wasn't feeling that. So, yeah, send me that, man, because I want to know what Black Frieza, where his power level is.
Mind you, Goku didn't say that, but that's why I feel like that's where we're going, because Goku wouldn't have showed up.
Instant transmission there?
Yeah, he immediately. He wasted no time. Hey, Gohan, what's up? Oh, my other kid's here too. But go, hun, what's up?
Okay. Yeah, send me that, man. Put that in the chat. But yeah, man, we thank y'all for tuning in on tonight. Nia, first name basis, Chariot Man. Thank y'all for tuning in. D2K, Fred, 215, Alex Steed. Y'all was all in here on tonight. We enjoyed y'all company. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Hopefully, K-Bum will be with us before the year end. Before the month end, anyway. But share this with a friend. Post it on X, wherever. Man, we're trying to drive up the views and everything. So help us achieve our goal for the new year. And we'll see you on the flip side. This was the Live and Level Gamers podcast. Level Head, Keith Norris signing out to next time. Love and peace. Deuces.
We got Smash Bros though. But we got Smash Bros though. But we got Smash Bros though. But we got Smash. But we got Smash. But we got Smash Bros though.